Warm sunny days, sweeping vineyards to left and right, delightful villages and a canal with a magnificent history. This scent of France is available to you on the luxury barge Allegria on the Canal du Midi.
Bonjour, I am Olivier Baudry and I wish to welcome you warmly on board Allegria. Allegria is really one of the most beautiful hotel barges in France, and she especially sails along the Canal du Midi, one of the most magnificent canals and generally considered as the top canal in France.
The canal is not only France's most beautiful and tranquil waterway, but is one of the finest pieces of engineering in history. Today, in recognition of this unique piece of early engineering which has stood the test of time, the Canal du Midi is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Allegria operates between Trèbes, near the historic city of Carcassonne, and the village of Poy, near the cathedral city of Béziers. When you arrive and see the magnificent Allegria at her mooring, you realize that you are in for an adventure of a lifetime. Allegria, at 100 feet in length and 16 in width, is able to afford extreme luxury to all its guests. The lounge is probably the largest on the Canal du Midi and is very well appointed with air conditioning and a full-service bar. Wide portholes on each side enable you to sit in true comfort and watch the countryside pass by. There are only 2 spacious cabins on board, each with a separate private entrance and, of course, each with an ensuite bathroom. Part of the scent of France is, of course, the cooking, and our executive chef will be on hand to prepare your lunches and dinners to the highest culinary standard. Lunch is served on the deck in the sun, watching the other craft go by, as you sample only the best and freshest of this region of France. With the sun out, maybe cool off in the deck pool while I steer Allegria towards her next berth, or rest a while, read, or just sun yourself. Or join me on the bridge as I maneuver Allegria under the bridge of Capestan. Don't forget to duck. The adventure during your 1 week with us is not confined to the Allegria. Guides arrange tours to some of the most interesting historical sites in this part of France. Pull out the history books and learn about Carcassonne, this famous fortress city, the largest in Europe. During the 13th century, crusades against the Cathars in the region, the beautiful city of Carcassonne was briefly invested. Today, a walk through the narrow streets to the fortress is most intriguing. Minerve, on the other hand, did hold out for a few months until the water ran out. Its imposing fortifications are still visible today. Along this stretch of the canal there are some beautiful locks, such as this fine example at Pêche-Laurier. Above the lock you can walk to the top of a hill and see the Canal du Midi stretching towards the horizon. The city of Béziers is dominated by its cathedral, and next to the main thoroughfare there is a statue of Pierre-Paul Riquet, the architect of the canal. Beneath the city are the remarkable 9 écluses, or 9 locks, of which 7 are in use today. This is one of the most fascinating lock systems in the world. Along the canal there are some charming and yet typical villages, such as the one at Homs, as well as the small hamlet of Le Sommeil, a regular favorite of Allegria guests.
Voilà, I hope you have enjoyed these few minutes with me along this great Canal du Midi on this most beautiful hotel barge Allegria, and the next step is that you come on board. So please have first a look at the website www.hotelbargeallegria.com AlegriaHotelBarge.com, and the next time we meet is behind this beautiful wooden wheel. Au revoir!